welcome to my Friday message. Let's jump in. So, today I wanted to talk about kind of this era we're in right now of, I would call it like maybe a big wave, but I think more so it's just like small wave after small wave that we're all going through. And I think globally there are big, really big waves, but like individually, I think all of us are just almost each day is like a new wave of like life, and it's coming quicker than it used to a couple of years ago. And so we're kind of all getting used to this new normal of like waves, metaphorical waves all the time. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that today and like what that looks like and how we can like flow with that with ease and kind of make the most of it. I mean, I don't want to bring this to like effectiveness because that's like not the heart of the matter, but like when you move to the heart of the matter, it is more effective. So, as a Virgo, I love that. Like, I love that the things that are heart centered and of light are actually going to be the most efficient ways of being. So let's just jump into it. So I was like imagining, and kind of spirit was giving me this like vision of the wave, right? And I think that's like a metaphor that we hear a lot. And so in this vision though, they were showing me, and I'm sure some of us have heard this before, but like very much they were showing me like in the past people have rode the top of the waves, and I see this as like kind of living in your ego. Maybe this is like surface level things like um producing or being a certain way, like your image. Like I'm seeing riding the top of the wave being like the things that our society has almost like groomed us to be, like people pleasers or like whatever, however it's resonating for you. But these are really like surface level ways that just are not working anymore for a lot of us. So what it looks like to, and I hope you guys have all played in waves before, but that feeling or that act where you dive under the wave in order to not get toppled by it by being in the top of the wave, that is where they want us to be. And so what it looks like to dive through the base of the wave so that we're not getting toppled by it. This looks like it's easier, right? And so um by easier I mean you're not going to get toppled up and like spun around in circles, right? But it is easier. You feel pressure because like you're going underneath the wave, the water's like going against you, so like you do feel pressure, but it's not unbearable pressure. It's like it's movement pressure. And um that's what like they're calling us to in life. And so what this looks like in real life is this is going to be like the heart-centered work that this week I've been really seeing that it feels kind of like the frivolous stuff that is like really tedious and time consuming. So this has showed up for me in two ways. So the first way that this like this work, this going under the wave work looks like is kind of with our bodies. So we're being called to a time of just like showing up in the world differently, like physically. And so that means like resting when you need to rest, or like truly like listening to your body. And I think so many of us are so far removed from that. Nobody ever like taught us to do that. But like truly every day, like waking up and being like, do I need more sleep? Do I need to drink some water? And I know that can sound really like boring, but um I just like encourage you, like ask yourself like what your body needs. Like what actually sounds good to you? Do you want to do your normal like routine and schedule, or do you like would it be helpful for you to like veer out of that a little bit for the day? So listening to your body, it feels so simple, and I get that. But there's like a lot that like the divine wants to show you by like listening to your body and kind of like slowing down. And this is also just going to like build trust with yourself, and it's going to connect you like with your like internal guidance system more, because you're going to start like listening to those pings, and the more you listen to the pings of what you need, the more the pings will alert you, like, and that's helpful, right? So the second way this looks like in real life of diving underneath the wave and like working with the wave rather than like against the wave is this like this realm of healing that's available. So with these waves that are coming through, they come with a lot of opportunity for like internal healing. And this week I kind of noticed that healing is sometimes like this like exciting aha you know, cool thing, but more often than not, like true healing is methodical. It takes time, it takes patience. It's kind of like the unseen work, right? And so for the most part, like when those things come up in me that are like, I don't want to feel this right now, that's genuinely like a thought I have. Sometimes if I pay attention, like a stressor comes up, and my response will be like, I don't want to think about this right now. That's a flag that's saying, like, hey, this is part of you that like needs some tending to. That's a flag that there's like something off in your body that just needs attention in your internal world. And the more we push those away, the bigger they're gonna get, like the bigger the monster is gonna get. And so this work of healing is tedious and slow, and but it's so fruitful. So by taking 2 minutes to just like pay attention to like the part of my body that feels stress when I think of this stressor is really healing to my like internal world. And so that's like the other part of this, like how we can work with the waves right now is like they are going to bring up a lot of like turmoil in our lives, and they're just really great opportunities to like let things move through us. And so if you can work with these waves as much as possible and be attuned to them and have awareness, then they are going to be just like incredible opportunities for you to just like excavate all of this stuff that's holding you out, holding you back from your growth and potential and like highest self. And it's so beautiful and exciting when you think about that. So these two waves that they're asking us to move under the wave in, so like our physical bodies and like listening to those pings that our body gives us, and then our internal guidance system and like working with the healing. So we have the outer world and the inner world, but like both of them are just like slow, methodical, tedious work. Those are going to be like the foundations of our life. And so right now we're taking time to like build our foundations, and the more we can kind of tend to those foundational things, the more fruitful the future is going to be. And so if we're looking for a future of like creativity and joy and gosh, what are all the things I'm like calling in, like courage and compassion and like living this like vision I have, well then I need to like continue to do this like foundational work. And these waves, these big waves that are rolling through are excellent times for that work of building these beautiful foundations. And so we've all heard like build your house on like solid foundation that can like, you know, withstand like harsher weather systems, right? Our internal worlds are no different. And so taking the time to like sit with yourself and be with yourself and heal and go on a walk in the woods instead of like check things off your to-do list, like that is so fruitful. And that's what they want us to know right now, that going under the wave is not only easier, but it's like we're going to get through faster and more efficiently, and we're going to get to the other side. And like I don't know how many waves there are going to be. For all I know, there's going to be waves for the rest of our life, but like we'll become professional wave surfers, right? Like we'll just like, if we have like a 2 second, you know, like break in waves, we're going to go up and we're going to feel joy and like just like in life, like just so much life, right? So I hope you can follow this like picture with me. And I hope that we can see that this, like, these foundational parts, like, um they might feel tedious and slow and like so against like our culture of um do, perform, be. But I like assure you it's incredible work and it's really important, and like you might not see the fruits of it like today or tomorrow, but like working with this is going to be the end of goal of what we want. Like that's going to be what takes us to like our higher self. So yeah, I hope that resonated. Please shoot me a message or drop a comment if you have any questions. And yeah, I'd love to talk to you more, but I hope this was helpful. And I hope those who were supposed to hear this and understand it do. And thank you so much for being here. All right, take care. Bye.